your Princess Kimmy, and I'm back with another video. Long time no see. I bet you guys are like, where you been at? Y'all, it's been crazy. As you guys know, this year's been crazy for everybody, including me. So, it is what it is. Life, okay? That's why I haven't been uploading. Life. But, I have a couple minutes because, you know, I'm treating myself to filming a YouTube video because I did just finish my exam and I'm done with school for like 2 weeks. So, I might be filming some, I don't know. So yeah, but this video is going, since 2020 is almost over, this video is going to be makeup that I found to love in 2020, or makeup that I've used the most in 2020. So yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so I think we're gonna start. Now, some of this stuff I've used like last year, but maybe I didn't use it too much because I was like scared to, or like maybe I just like tried it and I learned how to use it in a better way and I started loving it. So we're gonna start with these bad boys. These are the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealers. Now I have two. I have the hydrating camo concealer because I do have dry skin, so I have this one, and then not that long ago I got this one too because I was like, why not get the regular one too? Because I just wanted to see the difference. I was curious, and y'all know these are only like $6, and this one does just the same thing as this one pretty much, except for this one is a little bit more hydrating. So when you go to blend it out, I noticed that it doesn't have such like a dry texture to it, but this one isn't as dry as I thought it was. I thought this was gonna be like disgusting dry, kind of like, no shade, let's just keep it real, my AOA Studio concealer that I got from Shop Miss A when I still used to shop with them. I don't anymore, but this was like a disgusting dry to the point where it's like putting dry behind paint on your face. Like, no. So that's what I thought the regular was gonna be. No, this is nowhere like that. This is just a regular decent concealer for $6. It's just that the hydrating one is more hydrating because they made it for people like me with hella dry skin. So these two, I'll try to show you guys. Can you see that? I've already made a dent in this one, and I don't even use a lot of concealer. Right now I threw on this one, the regular one. I just threw on a little bit right here, and on my chin, just to give me a little bit of coverage while I was filming. And so this, I love this one. Like I said, you can see the dent I have in it, and that's coming from somebody that uses this pretty much every time I do my makeup, but only a little bit. So it lets you know how many days I go to use this. So I really like both of these. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I not like use them up, but if I get low on this one next year, which we ain't gonna be going nowhere because from the sounds of it, we're still gonna be in like stay-at-home orders and quarantine and stuff into next year, but ain't no telling. But yeah, these are, I will probably never use another concealer just because I like cheap concealers. My Jordanita concealer I still like, but I like these more. And $6. When like, it was the other day, my mom was watching like QVC, and there was like a $35 concealer, and I didn't like it because it was creasing right here. And I told my mom, I was like, you see how it's creasing right here? She's like, yeah. And I was like, it's not supposed to do that. I said, a good concealer would never do that. And to the straight, I said, the concealer I have in my room on my dresser is $6 and it doesn't crease up like that. So what? And she was like, oh, okay, good for you. My mom doesn't really get too much into makeup. I can count on one hand the times I've seen her wear makeup. So she was just kind of like, okay, sis, like, pop off then. So yeah, that was hilarious. But yeah, e.l.f. concealers, go get them. You have to. Now, this is nowhere near a new product. This is like a holy grail, but it's new to me because I just got it this year. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I found it on sale at Walmart. And y'all, when I tell y'all I see the hype and I see what I was missing out on, this is easily like my favorite bronzer, and I love combining it with these. Holy grail. Like, I feel like I'm putting like heaven on my face when I use these. Literally before I started filming, a little bit of this with a little bit of this when you want to do something quick, real quick. Or like if me and my mom just running to Walmart for 2 seconds, grab these two, pop them all real quick, blend them out, boom, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it need to be. Like, so butter bronzer, Physicians Formula. And then I haven't used this thing down here yet, just because I usually go in with one of my face brushes that I have from like Amazon or something like that, or that I gotten at Walmart, and I go in with that. But it is so smooth, as you guys know. I mean, the smoothness of this is just so like, oh. And then you don't need a lot of it either, because it does the job. So I have a tiny dent in it at the bottom, but haven't been using it like that. But I love it. I really, really do. Okay, so I got this maybe a couple weeks ago, and I've been trying it out, and so far I love it. This is the Morphe Bake and Set Setting Powder in the shade Banana. Got it at Ulta. Went to Ulta one day and I seen it, and I think this was like $10, and I got it discounted because I had a coupon at Ulta. So yeah, got this in the shade Banana. I like it. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little on the dry side for me, but if I use it along with like a hydrating concealer like the e.l.f. one, it's not bad at all, which is why I love this, because even if you have something dry, this is hydrating, so you can just boom bada bang and then you'll be straight. So yeah, it's cool. You don't need a lot of it, but it does get kind of messy. Like, even, I mean, I know setting powder is supposed to be messy, but like, even when you open it, you have to be careful, because like the first time I used it, I put the thing off, and then I used it, and then before I used it, I went to go take my sponge into it, and it just went poof all over the place. So I was like, oh, okay. And I'm kind of heavy-handed just in general, just in like everyday life, so I recommend going in with a really light hand. So the next time I use this, I knew I had to go in with a really light hand, because I did not want it to go poof all over like my dresser and on my floor and stuff. So yeah, go in with a really light hand. But this is good for $10. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really care for Morphe anymore. This is the only Morphe product I have, if I'm not mistaken. This is the first Morphe product I've ever bought, because I just never, I mean, not a huge fan of Morphe myself, but this for $10, I was like, let's try it. I mean, you know, I'm not spending like $45 on a setting powder. Charlotte Tilbury, I'm looking at you. So yeah, let's try it. Like, all right, so the last two items I have are, once again, these are not new at all. These have been out for a while, but they're new to me. Got them this year. These bad boys right here. So I got earlier this year, I got the ColourPop Dream Big palette, which came with these, the blue one, the green one, the orange one, and the yellow one. And these are the two colors that I think look best on me. These are the two colors that I'm most comfortable using it, purples and reds. I'm okay with other colors like pinks, and then like shimmers, like some like yellows to like brighten up my outer eye. But other than that, I don't do too much other colors. But I did get the color palette just because I wanted to be spontaneous one day, because they all came like in a bundle thing. But anyway, so these two are amazing. The Main Squeeze palette, my girl Samantha March that I watch on YouTube, she actually told me how good this palette is, and I've seen some of her looks with it, and I was like, oh my god. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not that talented with the makeup, but she made me really want to get it, because I was like, that's a really pretty palette. So shout out to her. So as you see, I mean, look at that. Like, I kind of want to show you without blinding you guys, because I have on my lights, but beautiful colors. Look at the reds, and then there's even like this here, I'll just swatch it. There's even like this shimmery gold in here. It's so beautiful, and it has like a red undertone. I love it. The other shade I like is the shimmery reds. The mattes are good too. I just haven't played around with those as much. I love this shade right here. Sometimes if I'm like going out with like friends or something, or like if I'm going to take pictures with my cousin, I would just pop on this shade and then maybe the shade in the background and just make it look all cute and then be on my merry way. Alright, so yeah. And then the last thing, it's my Pleasure palette. Like I said, beautiful, like just like the main squeeze. Beautiful palette, beautiful colors. I mean, especially if you're a fan of purple, I'm sure you have this palette. Everybody loves the ColourPop palette. Especially their 9-pan monochromatic palettes. And I don't blame you because these are beautiful. I mean, like, these colors in here, I've literally taken my brush into all of them and just like put them all in the eye, and it turns out so beautiful. And they're so pigmented. And like the first time I use this, I thought, all right, I know this is a pigmented palette, but you never know how pigmented a palette is until you get it yourself. Because you can hear, oh, this palette is so pigmented, it's so pigmented, but when you get it in your own possession, in my opinion, I feel like that's when you really realize, oh my god, these shadows are like out of this world. So yeah, I love this one just as equally. I mean, I love the other ones too. I love ColourPop. ColourPop is like, as far as eyeshadow palettes, from my knowledge, I feel like ColourPop's a really good brand for that, especially because they have all the colors in one little pan like this, and it's not too big and it's nice and small. And if you're on a budget, you can get something that you know you use the colors for, and boom, bada bang, have you a whole bunch of different shades of it. 9 shades, like, why not? Alright, so yeah, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you're being safe out there, and yeah, bye.